Hi there, my name is Darko Pleli and I'm a Croatian-born organist who's been living and working in Vienna for the last 15 years. I want to talk to you about this beautiful instrument behind me. It's the Great Mathis-Organ of the Schottenkirche in Vienna. And if you can spare a few minutes of your time, please follow me and I'll try to tell you interesting things about it. You're still there, that's great. We are now on the second floor in the Schottenkirche. On the second floor, it's where most of the organ is situated. We are now at the playing console, here from which I can control everything the organ does. We have some things here that I'd like to show you, and for instance, here I have a phone, but it's not. If I was bored or something, the phone is there so that people from the sacristy can talk to me if some plans have been changed or something, because it's quite a long way to get there and get back in time and everything. So I also have a television set, but it's not for watching television, of course, but it's a camera, it's a surveillance camera, which tells me exactly what's going on at every moment of the liturgy, so that I know how to react with the music, when to stop, when to start again, when to do something else. It's a very important thing, and I'm happy we have this here. And then we have the sequencer, and that's a really important thing here, because this is quite a large organ, as you have probably seen by now. If it were a smaller organ, like with 20 stops, it wouldn't be a problem. We have a smaller Mathis organ downstairs as well, and it's okay. 20 stops are manageable by hand, that's not a problem, but we have here 49, almost 50. And so if I wanted to play the prelude for the first hymn, for instance, this loud, with almost a tutti, and then wanted to play the hymn with the public downstairs like this, it would be really a problem to do it by hand. If you can see in 1 or 2 seconds, it's not really that easy, and mistakes can happen. But now I have a sequencer, I can record all these things, all these combinations of sounds, and I can play a very short prelude, for instance. So the sequencer is a great thing for this organ. This organ wasn't built with a sequencer, but it was added afterwards, because as an afterthought, because one thought, okay, this is really a lot to do by hand, and sometimes for concerts you needed like 2 assistants who really knew what they were doing, and this helps a lot because one can do this by himself, like this, or like this, or also with your feet if your hands are tied. So this is a really great thing, and I'm really happy that we have it. As you can see, this organ has 3 manuals. It has 49 stops, as I've already said. It has a pedal, of course, as well. So these are the things I can play with, or I can play. We have the Hauptwerk, that's the main console, the main manual. The stops for the Hauptwerk are here. It's really strong, it's really loud if needed. Then we have the Rückpositiv, it's in my bag, that's the reason it's called the Rückpositiv. We have the registers here. The stops, they're more like a Baroque German organ. This one is like a universal organ. The Rückpositiv is more German and Baroque, and the third manual, the Schwellwerk, is more in a kind of romantic French way. So we call it swell because it does a neat little trick. The organ has a problem because when you press a key, the note stays in the same loudness all of the time. But if you use the swell, then you can adjust this a bit. You can do effects. So you can use this, you can change the sounds, you can also, even if it's louder, if there are more stops involved, you can adjust the sound to your needs so that it's not too loud or not too still. So this would be it. Of course, there is a lot more to say about this organ, and I hope you will write in the comments below which parts of it interest you the most. Then I can react and make another video. But just for show, there are 49 stops, and there are really a lot of combinations which are to be used here. So you can play almost all kinds of music on this instrument. That's really great about it. It's maybe not so great for really old music because of the temperament. It's an equal temperament, so it's not that great for Buxtehude or for even older music. But from Bach, in this direction, it's really, really great. And for modern music, it's a great instrument because it's very precise and it's a mechanical instrument. Let me get back to this term, mechanical, a bit later. But to show you a few different sounds that can be made with this, I'm going to play just parts of little Bach pieces from the little organ book as examples. As you have seen, I've played this on the Hauptwerk, on the main manual, but it doesn't matter. You can play the main manual as well really softly, so that's not a problem. A really nice thing about the organ is not only that you can play it loud, of course loud playing is important, not only in the liturgy but in concerts as well, but you're not supposed to play loud all the time. That would be boring. But you can play more instruments at once. So let me try to demonstrate. This is a New Year's choral prelude. I'm just going to play a bit of it. This is the point. You can play 3 instruments at once, with the left hand, with the right hand, and with the feet, the third one. And they are all different sounds, so you really have the impression of 3 people playing. So, not bad at all. And then you can play, of course, louder. Of course, you can play even louder, but this would be the way I would choose the stops for this special piece. Thank you very much, and if you follow me a little bit longer, we're going to go up and look at the instrument inside. Thank you. So, now we're in the 3rd floor, on the 3rd floor, the Schottenkirche, and this is where most of the pipes are situated. We're on the right side when you look from the playing console, on the right side, and this is where you find the swell, some of the big pedal stops, the pipes from the pedal stops, and I'm going to try to demonstrate to you how this swell works. So when I'm pushing this pedal downstairs, this happens, and the sound grows, it swells. And when I have to tune the instrument or some parts of it, I get to that later, I have to have an assistant, of course, downstairs to press the keys, and then I open this part, go inside, and most of the stops, most of the registers I need to tune are easy to get to, and so is it on this side as well. So I'm going to close this just for a minute. And close it completely so that I have more room. On my left side, there are two pedal stops. This is the 4-foot pedal stop reed, and this is the 16-foot, the really big one. And when I tune these, when I tune the small ones, the 4-foot stop, it's not a problem because I can reach them. There are like small slits here which I have to either close or open a bit more, and that changes the temperature, that changes the tuning. The problem is with these really large pipes, I'm not especially small guy, but these large pipes are like 6 meters tall. Then I have to get a ladder here, put the ladder up there, and then climb up there. But yeah, I'm scared of heights, so the good things about these pipes is they stay in tune. So that's a really great thing. What you can see here also is what makes a stop, what makes a register. That means a register is all of the pipes you need for every key. Since these are pedal registers, pedal stops, we only have as many keys as many pipes as many keys we have. So we have this one row here is the 4-foot pedal reed, and this larger row, because the pipes are also larger, is the 16 feet posaune. So these are the reeds, are the kind of stops that I have to tune every now and then. Before concerts or before really great big feasts like Christmas or Easter or something like that. So there are 10 of them in this organ. One of them is downstairs. I'm going to show you this one because the other one because I don't have an assistant now, so I can do everything myself. But when I tune these, I usually need about 2.5 hours to do all of them. I need an assistant. And I need some help to cover my ears, to protect my ears, because it gets really loud in here. And some of the pipes are like, they don't want to get tuned or stuff like this. But this organ is very robust and it doesn't make any problems. So I really can't complain. These 10 reeds have to be tuned every now and then, but so's life. That's life. But it's another story. I'm going to try to show you this downstairs. So this was the swell and the pedal registers. Now we're back at the console, and behind the console is the Rückpositiv in my bag, as I said once before, and here is one reed stop which I'm going to tune, one pipe of it, not the whole register, because it's out of tune. So how do you do something like that? You take another stop which always stays in tune, it's very constant, it's very robust, and then you add it to it, and then you play this pipe for which you think that there could be a problem, and then you listen to if there's a variation, if there's a problem, if you hear some waves that are not really nice, and you tune it until you get like a clean sound, until both of these sounds are on the same wavelength, so to say. So I'm going to protect my ears. Then I'm going to get a light so that you can see. I think this is the culprit, this is the problem. I hope I'm not shouting now. And then, this is possible here, I'm going to play with my left hand this pipe and then try to tune it with the right one. It's a bit gymnastics, so let's see. As you can hear, it's not really well tuned. Here are the parts which I can move. I don't know if you could see this. There's a small metal part which I can move upwards or downwards and change the pitch. So let's see. So, it wasn't all that bad, but you have to imagine there are like 400 or 500 pipes of this sort which have to be tuned for every concert, so it's important to protect your ears and have some plan some time for it. It's an important thing, but then everything is tuned correctly and you can use your reeds as you can use the other stops as well. So thank you very much for watching. This was the first video of this sort that I've made, and please write in the comments if you're interested in some other aspects of this instrument or of the organ itself. I can make a video anytime, it's not a problem. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can find over 100 videos, different artists, not only me, but I also have a small concert series here in the church which I organize, and every guest artist that comes needs to make a little video of at least one piece that they've played in the concert. That's an important thing for me. It's become a tradition, so please take a look at the other videos at the channel, subscribe, like, share, and support me in this love for this great instrument here. Thank you for watching. Bye.